Greetings to the Leadership in Church and Ministry class here at Regent University's School of Divinity. This is your instructor coming up later this month in October, Dr. Larry Asplund. And to get you started, as soon as you gain access to the class, I wanted to give you some instruction, some basic orientation, including this very brief video tour of the class. So I assume all of you are Blackboard veterans, and so none of this is going to be surprising. But just in case, I thought it might be helpful to just review what you will find on your Blackboard course site when you get in. Of course, as you well know, when you first log into the site, the first thing you see is the announcement section. And I have posted a welcome, to Leadership in Church and Ministry announcement right away, which includes, of course, a link to this video. And so you will always find whenever I post an announcement, which will be at least weekly, that it will be right here in this section. Of course, you've been here before. You know the Start Here link gives you some great resources for Blackboard, for the School of Divinity, all of which are very, very helpful and important to you. Next is the syllabus link, and of course this is a cross-listed class. We have some great MA students and MDiv students and DMin students all sharing this learning experience with some differences, in the syllabus. And so you want to go to the syllabus and download either the master's syllabus or the doctoral syllabus. And then in that same section you will find the course schedule. Of course, as you know, everything that you need to know probably is in the syllabus. But I unpack it in some specific ways at, the right point in the course, hopefully making it user-friendly for you. So the schedule is there, the method of evaluation, how we grade is there. There's also a link to Collaborate and a link to Panopto video content, which we are going to be accessing fairly often. Instructor info, of course, gives you some information about me. I am actually fairly new. I've been serving as an adjunct for some time here in the School of Divinity, but just recently have been brought on to the faculty in a more normal kind of way. And so, I love teaching. I'm an old pastor, an old college professor, seminary professor, and so you get a little bit of information about me there under Instructor Info. Of course, course content is probably the main section, as you know, of the site here on Blackboard. All 8 weeks has its own section, its own link, and so there are complete instructions for you under each week, and kind of a summary of what you're going to learn, what the dates are, etc. under the weeks. I'll just show you week 1 before we go any further. Each week is going to have modules. Now, weeks 4 and weeks 4 and 8 are different in that our focus during those weeks is going to be on the midterm and the final project. But in every other week, there are going to be modules. So there's the week 1 assignments, which is kind of a summary of, from the syllabus, reading assignments that are, vary again from master students to doctoral students. There's a link to the blogs assignment, a link to the wikis assignment, and a link to the assignments section in Blackboard in general. And so that will always be there. And then under each module, you will discover a variety of resources, and I'm going to have more to say about those specifically when we get closer. But each module will have an overview, a list of objectives for that module, and then each module is going to have a variety of media available to you. And so Module 1 has 4 parts to it. And one of the things I love about this class is this class was originally designed by Dr. Umidi, who is one of the original professors in the School of Divinity, and also Dr. Flynn, who is the Associate Dean of the School of Divinity. And they put a huge amount of work, starting in 2004 for Blackboard, a huge amount of work into this class. And so they're just literally giving you everything they've done. And so there will be PowerPoint presentations and a variety of media available. And as I mentioned, I'll have more to say about that as we get closer. And finally, at the end of each module, and most just have 2 sections, Module 1 is the only one with 4. But at the end, there's going to be some supplementary resources as well. And these are all referred to, of course, in your syllabus. And so every week is going to have these modules, are going to unpack them in very specific kinds of ways, is going to address specific assignments, give you links to where you can go and participate, fulfill those assignments, and so forth. So it's very important to keep a track of what's going on with the course content. The assignments link on the left-hand side, of course, just give you some general idea about, helps for students when it comes to the assignments. There's a specific information about the blog assignment along with a link. There is also a specific information about the wiki assignment along with a link. And then also at the bottom, I kind of designed a chart. I don't know, for me, just because of the way I learn and think, I suppose I would find it helpful to summarize these great assignments, in a chart. And so I made a chart for the midterm project, the final project. This class is unique in that you are literally given a vast variety of possibilities for your work. So you're literally in control of what you do with the resources that are presented to you and how you fulfill those in terms of specific assignments. So I think it's just great. You have to think about what you really want to do, but then you have all kinds of options after that. So I charted it out for you just so you could see that. Course resources, I'm going to use course resources to add anything I think might be helpful. For instance, I put all the module presentations. I put all the PowerPoint, the PowerPoint. I put all the PowerPoint files in under one folder, and then because I'm aware that some of you may be using a Macintosh computer, and I know that it's possible when you open up a PowerPoint file from a Mac that it messes up the formatting. So I also saved each one as a PDF. I know that's going to work for anybody. So, that kind of thing. If there's anything I can think of providing you that I think might be helpful, I'm going to put it here under course resources. There are also specific information on the midterm and final projects here in course resources, along with the charts that I mentioned. So that's all going to be under course resources. The Collaborate link, of course, is the one that you will use to access our Collaborate room, and you will discover on the syllabus that we're going to have a Collaborate session week 2 and in week 4. Discussion board is really going to be used mostly for community building, kinds of communication. There are no discussion board graded assignments in this class, but we would love for you to stop by the Say Hello forum right away and introduce yourself, and let us just get connected to one another. I think it's a great opportunity for us to not only learn together, but to kind of form a learning community during this time that we're together. So be sure to do that as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of the student preview section so I can show you the groups, because the groups is the link where you will be working on your blog assignment. Let's see, there's a lot more stuff now than I get out of that. But because I'm not a student assigned to a group, I can't show you. It'll just be blank. So I'm going to show you my view of the groups just so you can see it. So your blog assignment will be fulfilled here under groups. And I've divided the class according to your program. So we have 3 doctoral students in our class. We have 8 MA students. We actually have 2 students that are doing both an MA and an MDiv. We have 14 MDiv students, so it kind of divided you up alphabetically when you got down to it into these groups, because there will be interaction with your blogs. And so rather than put everybody in one group to interact with blogs, I thought it might be helpful just to put you together in groups that reflect the program that you're in. So that's going to get us started. Before we come to the beginning of week 1, I'm going to do another announcement, a written announcement, along with a video announcement. I want to say more about the media that's available to you in this class and start by unpacking week number 1. So I'm looking forward to sharing this learning experience with you. I just know it's going to be enriching on so many levels. And it truly is an extremely well-designed, resourced graduate course for us. So God bless you, everybody. I'm here to share this experience with you, but also assist you and serve you in any way I can. You will be in my prayers as we go forward. God bless you.